Just before sunrise at Dartmoor National Park, a hazy sky and subtle hues. Things are looking good. Today I'm bringing you along to shoot a few different compositions: pink, blue, magenta hues and golden light. Coming up in this video. Maybe I'll get a chance to blog that, you never know. Oh no, the light's kicking off there now. I've just got to keep shooting. You're part of the photographic community that gives me so much, so it's time to give back all to you. It's my mission to inspire and pass on my knowledge, passion and skills. You can subscribe using the watermark button on the screen. Ring your bell to make your subscription count. Please stay to the end and comment. It's your feedback that keeps the channel going. So here we are on the top of Middle Staple Tor. Try that again when you've had some more coffee. Middle Staple Tor. I originally hoped to get up here maybe a little bit earlier, but I never sort of leave myself enough time, I'm afraid. Anyway, I've already set up and taken the first shot because there's some really nice sort of like clouds in the background behind the third of the Staple Tors earlier on. The problem is out on the horizon, sort of to your right, there's quite a big cloud bank and it's just stopping the sun from coming up and doing exactly what I wanted it to do. I was hoping we were going to get some side lighting down across some rocks in my foreground and up on the Tor in the distance, and maybe some shadows going across, and you know, general sort of photographer's dream really. But that hasn't happened. But the clouds moving all the time. The sun has breached up above the horizon now. So yeah, maybe we'll get something, maybe we won't, but we're going to stay here for just a little bit longer and you know, just see what happens. There might be a long lens pics to have in a minute, just of sort of like the clouds and higher cloud moving across some of the higher Tors, but we'll just have to see what happens. So I'm going to get back to waiting, and if anything does appear, then I'll be sure to photograph it and explain it to you. So I'm going to put the picture up that I've just taken, or I will if it works out. So just to let you know, we took it at ISO 100, f11, and we bracketed everything from sort of like +2 stops down to -2, just to get it dead right. The sky was blown out on some of the other pictures, so when I process this, I will be importing the sky which I took at the same time. So we'll just blend a different sky in just to make that work, and we'll see what happens from there. Wow, that was absolutely fantastic, guys. I'll tell you what, everything just lit up. Just as soon as that sunbank sort of got out of the way, you can probably see the reflection of my glasses and the light behind me. As soon as that as soon as that fog bank got out of the way, then the whole side of this just lit up beautifully, and I got the pictures which I sort of had in my mind that I was going to take. I've got to be honest, because I was messing about in between that happening and the last picture that I took, I changed my composition, and I didn't have time to perfect it and get it back exactly how I wanted it to be. So, you know, I'm not entirely happy with it, but I won't really know until I get everything back down in the in the computer, go through the compositions, go through the exposures, sort things out and see how they look. Then I'll really know what I've got. But I'm sort of like quietly confident that I've got some nice pictures, but because of the compositions and the things that we've had, I don't think I've got some really great pictures, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean. Maybe if I had things set up originally, I would have been a lot better off. But you know, we got some good pictures. There's probably still some more to be had. There's some things developing behind you that I'm looking at now, so I'm going to frame those up and take some more as well. Maybe I'll get a chance to blog that, you never know. I feel like I've really let you down so far this morning, because I've danced around like a complete lunatic, taken lots of different photographs and not really explained to you what I'm doing with any of them. Well, the picture that I'm just taking now is a little bit special, I think. It's one of those where the fleeting lights just sort of catches the moment, so I'm working quite quickly, but I'm trying to tell you about it as I'm doing it. Now I've put on the long lens, and the reason I've put the long lens on is that I wanted to compress the perspective, and we've got a real great sort of play of light in front of the camera out that way, and the sun's just coming over, and as it's coming over there's a little bit of mist and low cloud, there's some trees, there's some layers and different levels in the landscape, and I'm just taking lots of slightly different composed pictures because I just need to make sure that I do not get it wrong. And it's changing really, really quickly as you speak. I'm using the viewfinder rather than the oh no, the light's kicking off there now. I'll tell you, it's changing all the time. This is an absolutely fantastic day. Totally awesome. Totally awesome this is. I think we're going to compose this probably as a 16:9. So I'm just going to bring the camera up slightly, because I think we'll probably want to lose sky rather than ground, if that makes sense. Nope, here we go. Look at the strength of that light. I don't even know if I'm exposed correctly anymore. This is one of the reasons I would always advocate using a lens hood. Always. Never go out without a lens hood. Seriously, guys, don't do it. Okay. We've got a lull. We've got a bit of a cloud bank moved across, and it's just stopping the light from getting down there. Right, I'm going to get you down here, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at and try and explain a little bit about why I've been so excited. This is one of the reasons I would always advocate using a lens hood. Always. Never go out without a lens hood. Seriously, guys, don't do it. Okay. We've got a lull. We've got a bit of a cloud bank moved across, and it's just stopping the light from getting down there. Right, I'm going to get you down here, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at and try and explain a little bit about why I've been so excited. Don't judge me, she's my baby, and she's cold, so she's covered up. Okay, so the bit that you just saw, I don't know how it's going to come out, because basically I'm shooting almost directly into the light, but you would have seen what I'm aiming towards, and what I'm seeing through the viewfinder is absolutely phenomenal. So what we've got here at the moment is I'm shooting it ISO 100, f11, hundredth of a second, and I'm bracking anything from a stop over to a stop under. Now that doesn't sound a lot, but I am only focusing on a small part of the frame. What I'm shooting on is 135mm. Normally I would have taken the camera off and put it on the foot, but I didn't have time to do it. Yeah, I've got light down on those trees again. You're just going to have to wait until you're just going to have to wait until I put the picture up for you to see it. Still remembering to use some sort of good practice, and make sure you always put your lens hood on, your cable release. Losing the plot. Okay. Oh, it's getting brighter. 2 stops underexposed. Ooh. Right, mark it with my hand. Do the same again. F8, F16. I tell you, I just can't. I've just got to keep shooting. Seriously guys, I've just got to keep shooting. I think we can probably so hopefully that last bit come out, but if it didn't, I've just readjusted the picture again, and I've got this beautiful road which is snaking in from the right hand side, and it's walking its way up towards a group of trees, and then as it gets up to the trees it sort of picks up some more light and shadow areas and then moves back up into the trees just below what would be Yellowmead Farm and North Hessery Tor and everything out towards Princetown. So it really is a classic part of the Dartmoor National Park, and it's a classic picture as well. So once again we're going to okay. Okay, I kind of feel like we're done. I think I might have just taken the best pictures of the day though. So maybe I'll vlog some more, maybe I won't. What I do know though, it's time for some breakfast. Hey Rube, shall we have some breakfast? Yeah. It's time for a bit of breakfast. After shooting 3 compositions and vlogging at the same time, I was done. But there's more to come from this hike, and I'm coming back to this area very soon. I think a wild camp is well overdue. I hope you're enjoying the video. Maybe you would like to carry on, so try these suggestions next. I want to share more knowledge, more skills, more passion and stories about photography with you. So think about subscribing. If you do, ring the bell. It will make your subscription count. If you have time, comment. I will see you on the next video, so get out there and enjoy your photography.